Welcome back to Desert Smoke Reviews. I'm Wyatt.
Justin.
Today we're taking a look at the Rocky Patel Vintage 1992. This is a beautiful looking box pressed, I don't know, what size do you think this is?
This is the Robusto.
This is a Robusto, really?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it's a beautiful looking stick. You can tell that it's aged tobacco. When I pulled it out of the cellophane, you know, it had that kind of brownish hue, I guess, to the cellophane. So that's always real nice. And it's a very aromatic cigar as well. You know, just a lot of rich tobacco smells for me. Maybe a little bit of cocoa at the foot, but really what draws my attention to this cigar is just the look of it. It's very simple, but it's very elegant and kind of classy. You know, it's got two bands, black and gold, and it's just looks really nice. And the wrapper kind of has that almost reflective look to it. It's very shiny, very oily. You know, when you really look at it, it's very splotched and mottled, but it's very smooth. Pretty firm construction all the way through. Maybe just a little bit of squishiness at the foot, but other than that, beautiful looking stick. So I can't wait to light this up.
Yeah, very nice, very, very smooth. I agree. It looks, you know, a bit mottled in spots. Yeah, I agree with that as well. But overall, this looks like a very nice, high quality cigar. I agree. A lot of rich tobacco, but for me, it's also got a little bit of sweet chocolate, maybe cocoa for sure coming off the wrapper, and then everything's very intensified off the foot. It's very, very nice. Let's go ahead and get it cut up, lit up, see how it goes.
Oh, something I forgot to mention. I always screw up the cut when I cut this cigar. I don't know if I'm alone in that, but kind of did it this time. So I'll probably keep my band on until I get to the point where I have to take it off.
Don't worry, in 20 years, cutters of the future will make cutters now look antiquated.
Antiquated. Well, you know, if there's some
It's a little bit of an inside joke at the shop. We had a winner tell us that technology 20 years from now will make the technology of today look antiquated. And the only thing comes out of my mouth is no shit.
There's sort of an antiquated taste to this cigar. It has that real oily finish of aged, you know, tobacco that's really high quality. It's very good.
Very smooth. A lot of rich tobacco. Very earthy in a sense. Very kind of undercore flavor to me.
A little bit of spice there in the finish, but it goes clean pretty fast.
For me, it's definitely the retro hell. Not getting a lot on the finish, but I see what you're saying. A little bit of tingle on the tongue. But overall, very nice start.
They're kind of dry. I can taste that cocoa. It's almost like a dry coffee, if that makes any sense. But yeah, great start.
Yeah, more like a coffee bean. Very nice. Well, let's get into the first third. See how the cigar develops.
Well, welcome back. We're about 10 minutes into this Rocky Patel 1992. Really good construction on this cigar. Smoked about an inch, and it's holding on fine. I'm probably going to have to tap it off here in just a second. Justin just did, but you know, just really, really solid construction. Tastes haven't changed much. It's still, you know, kind of that earthy, almost like a peppery type of smoke for the finish, and then a lot more spice in the retrohale. Still getting a lot of cocoa, and then just that real kind of dry, rich tobacco. It's a really, really good flavor, and it's really enhanced by how smooth the smoke is. It's a really, really exceptionally smooth stick. So really good.
Yeah, very, very smooth. I agree. It's got like a nice spicy finish, but I almost want to say like a spice and cocoa finish. It's got a little bit of chocolate, like a dark cocoa kind of going on there. Very, very nice. Kind of got a little bit of an earthy undertone as well. A lot of rich tobacco. It's very nice. Like I said, I just had the ash. It held on very well. Draw is great. I have one little problem up here by the cap. I have a little tear in the wrapper. and I made it worse when I started drawing on it, but it's a problem. Overall, enjoying the cigar very, very well. It's around a medium in body for me. I would say the straight, and I expect that to ramp up a little bit. I can almost feel it coming on. But so far, very good. Let's get into the second third. We'll approach that first band point and the midpoint and see if we get any changes.
Well, we're about halfway. Really no flavor changes for me. And it is kind of disappointing. It's a good cigar. You know, it's one of those cigars where the flavors are really good throughout and they're really pronounced and dynamic. But I would, you know, I do sort of wish something would kind of veer off the path and kind of reinvigorate my interest in this cigar. Regardless of what I said before, you know, cocoa, dry tobacco, dry earth, you know, all of that. Never needed a touch-up, but not a razor-sharp burn. Just overall a good cigar, but I kind of wish something would pick up in the second half.
Yeah, it's very good, very smooth. For me, I haven't had a big flavor change, but I have lost the spice. For me, it's just kind of like a dry, sweet cocoa, and definitely some earth and a lot of rich tobacco. Very, very good flavors. I agree. I'd like to see something a little more dynamic come into the second half. Take a 180, so to speak. I'd like to see some complexity to it, but right now, very, very good, very smooth, good flavors. Draw is excellent. Ash is holding on, no complaints. But let's get into the final third and see if we do get any flavor shifts.
Well, we're at the final third of this Patel 1992. Overall, this was a good cigar. I've had it a couple times before, but you know, again, when I actually sit down and really analyze it, it falls short of some of my expectations just a bit. The construction overall was pretty good, but especially here at the nub point, I'm having some problems. A couple pieces of the wrapper have cracked and they're coming out. I don't think it's tunneling, but it's just having a hard time burning. I mean, it's puff and it just doesn't seem to be going anywhere. And I hate it when cigars do that. I just think I'm pretty much done. The flavors, you know, never changed. The flavors were good, but I just kind of lost interest. Nice, rich tobacco, cocoa, blah, 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 whatever I said before. And again, they just never really changed. So, but yeah, overall, packed a little bit of a punch here in the last third. I got up to turn the camera on. I got a little bit dizzy, but you know, it's a good cigar. It's something I would recommend probably for the end of your day. But this would be something that, you know, if you're like reading a book at the end of your day, or if you were doing some work at the end of your day, you know, I'd probably recommend it for something like that. Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give this cigar, I'd give it an 8. It's something I'd keep in my humidor and something I'd smoke often, but this is definitely more of an everyday, end of your day kind of cigar. It's not something that you're really treating yourself with, but it's not something that you feel bad about ending your day with either.
Yeah, it's a good smoke. I agree, mine's kind of falling apart here at the final third, but I mean, I'm at the nub point. I'm not going to knock this cigar for that. Overall, not a whole lot of flavor changes. The first half I had some spice mixed in with all that, and it kind of died off, but mostly just a lot of rich tobacco, some earthiness, like a sweet cocoa, a lot of rich tobacco. It's a good cigar, and the flavors, they're not this, how do I put this? They're good flavors, they're not wow flavors. Even though I really enjoy them, the cigar itself, the body, the flavor was always out of medium to me. It never really pumped up to that full body, but it did have some strength to it, and I agree with Wyatt. The second half packed a lot more punch in the nicotine, the strength-wise, but flavor didn't really kind of jump up as like I was hoping. Good flavor is just not really in your face. I agree, it's a great end-of-your-day smoke. It's not, it's not going to be that wow factor really treating yourself, but then again, it's a very good end-of-the-day smoke if it's your everyday end-of-the-day smoke, so to speak. If I was going to rate it, I'd agree an 8 is a very good place for this cigar. I think this is Rocky Patel's more of a poster child. This the 92 and the 90, right? And they're both very good cigars, but I just think Rocky Patel has better ones out there. But not that this is any schlump. So in the end, I do recommend it. Keep it rolling around. I do. It's just, you know, it's not going to be a wow factor cigar. It's just a very good, smooth cigar. So with that, if you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Until next time, smoke 'em if you got 'em.